Of course, we are keeping up with this drumbeat that Donald Trump is slowly losing his mind. Not that he had much of one before, but he gave a speech today in Detroit that really just exemplifies that there is something seriously wrong with him. We're going to show that clip in a bit, but there are many clips that have been coming out from this speech that are just not only worrying, they're just like disturbing. Not disturbing because we're not used to him saying it, but disturbing because this is something that we've been seeing for a while now, and his voters just don't care. He said this last weekend, and he's saying it again, that he just doesn't feel like he needs the votes for the people who want to vote for him. Feels like a bad political strategy, but
we don't need votes. We got more votes than anybody's ever had. We need to watch the vote. We need to guard the vote.
Now, first off, did you hear that slurring? I want to play that one more time. The slurring is crazy in this speech. Listen to this.
We need to watch the vote. We need to guard the vote. We need to stop the steal.
And then Trump said that it was a badge of honor to be a convicted criminal.
I consider it a great badge of honor because I'm being indicted for you. Thank you very much.
It's just nuts. I mean, I'm being indicted for you. He's being indicted because he broke the law. And I mean, it's a relatively smart strategy to say that he's standing in the way of the government attacking normal people. But of course, as you know, that's entirely untrue. Donald Trump would not be in legal jeopardy if Donald Trump didn't do things that were highly illegal. And let me remind you, the thing he was convicted for of all of the trials that he is going to face, because he's not going to win in November. So of all the trials that he is going to face, many legal experts believe to be the weakest. So he's in deep crap. And he's saying stuff like this because he is terrified of what's to come. Here is Donald Trump projecting.
Is ridiculous. Now they're talking about your washing machines. They want to give them no water dishwashing machines. Every day they have something new. They have no policy, but all they do is lie. They make up stories. That's a totally made up story.
All they do is lie and they don't have policies. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like anyone you might know? Also, what is that dishwashing thing? That in windmills, this man is like losing it. And then, of course, there is this final video that I want to show you. Okay, this is a beauty. This is a real beauty. I'm excited for you to see this. Donald Trump is talking about the water that comes out of shower heads. He's running for president of the United States. He's the Republican nominee, and this is what he feels like is the most important issue facing Americans. Water pressure. Here we go.
You ever go into a new home where you have a shower where the water doesn't come out of the shower head? They put a restrictor on. I took all the restrictors off. I took them off. I've had the experience. I take a shower. I want that beautiful head of hair to be nice and wet. Lathered. I want it to be lathered beautifully. And I get this best stuff you can buy and I dump it all over. And then I turn on the water and the damn water drips out. Takes me. I can't get this stuff out of my hair. It's a horrible thing. No, it's terrible. Oh, you turn on the sink and the faucet. You turn it and no water, practically no water comes. So you leave your hands under there. You're trying to get the water. Well, I revoked all of that stuff and they just put it back on. Isn't that terrible? And these are areas that have a lot of water where they don't know what to do with it. It goes out to sea. And we'll turn it back on the first day. We're going to do a lot of things on the first day.
That's very much so the thought process of a narcissist, something that matters to him. I don't know. I guess in Mar-a-Lago, the water pressure sucks, and he thinks it's an issue facing all Americans. It's just completely nuts. And the fact that, again, this is not something that the mainstream media is going to show you. They are not going to show you this. There is one clip, and this is the clip that I guarantee you the media focuses on, but it's just because he makes sense for 2 minutes doesn't mean, or not even 2 minutes, 27 seconds, doesn't mean that he is there. He's not there, but the media won't cover But here we go. Let's watch
And
this.
then one woman with 2 children that are beautiful children and everything, and that'll be the front page of every newspaper. It's never an easy thing to do, but we have no choice. Dwight Eisenhower, which people don't think of him in these terms, had the largest deportation effort by far in the history of our country, because he said, they're destroying our country, we can't let this happen. That was Dwight D. Eisenhower, president, much stronger president than people give him credit for.
So anyway, this speech where he talks about Operation Wetback and how he's going to throw women and beautiful children into detention camps, like that is, to me, what the media will focus on tonight and tomorrow. They're not going to focus on the fact that the Republican nominee for president of the United States, Donald Trump, is talking about water pressure, because it doesn't fit into the narrative that they have to create, that there is some sort of horse race and an equality between Biden and Trump, when they're not equal at all. One person is running for president and wants to help everyday Americans. Another person is running and only wants to help himself. And one person is actually all there. Joe Biden is, yes, he's old, but if he weren't all there, we'd know about it. All they can do is give us selective editing and clips out of context to make him look bad. But Joe Biden's there, and he oversaw one of the greatest recoveries in American history. And Donald Trump is talking about water pressure.